Hello everybody, Jeffrey McAvoy here. Welcome back. I'd first like to start this video by giving a warm welcome to one of my latest subscribers, Darren, who has showed a huge interest in TRX-4. He's just acquired one, and so warm welcome to you, Darren. Thank you so much for your interest. Now this video is about the axles and portals which I have modified last year, and it's a bit of an update to see how they have fared after a year of use and abuse. It was great fun using this thing, and so here on the picture on the right we can see one that I've just finished cleaning, and on the left as it was after using the truck. So basically I left these untouched, and that was the idea of getting this upgrade with the metal axle cases and portals and so on, to just have something relatively maintenance free. So this is like a yearly maintenance kind of thing, instead of having to dismantle and clean and grease after every couple of runs, as it used to be the case with the original axles and portals. So if you haven't already seen the upgrade video itself, check the link which is in the description. And otherwise, here goes for splitting the cases using a razor blade. It was pretty firmly stuck together. I'd used some gasket maker, which I usually use on motorcycle and car engines, and it has worked extremely well. Now check what it looked like originally on the first video and how it is now. Pretty much it's what I would expect from some regular normal use. Now the grease that I've used has slightly darkened because of obvious particles and slight wear, but it's very normal. So cleaning the outer case was the first thing to do, and to remove all of the old gasket, just a regular nail brush sufficed to remove it and make it all clean again, so it's ready for rebuild. Just cleaned with a rag the bearings as well. Never dip these in petrol because they contain grease already, so petrol would dissolve it, so just clean it like so. And this is the outer bearing right here, which carries a tiny little droplet of water right there. That's all there is to it. Now I don't know if you can see it on here, but there's just one tiny microscopic drop of water. This is probably how it got there. Right, that does make sense, doesn't it? Now, apart from that, there were no trace of water at all. The axle stub shafts are absolutely fine, they are hardened metal. And right here I'm just checking the grease, spreading it out to see if I can find some metallic shavings, which I didn't. It's just grey from use, I guess, some micro particles floating around, which is absolutely normal. So I'm very happy how these have held up, and given the use that I've done of the TRX-4 over the past year, I'm extremely happy. You still watching? Thank you so much, by the way, for watching. I do appreciate it. Now, clean everything in petrol and getting it ready for the rebuild, and sealing it off again for another year of maintenance-free use. So I'm really happy how this turned out. Now, upon rebuilding, this time I really went crazy with the grease. I'm still using the same Castrol Spherol grease, which worked absolutely fine, and filling every single tooth of the gears does help. And what it does, in fact, it gives sort of a viscous coupling effect, so it is very useful going off-road. Now I've changed the method of applying the sealant as well with the tip of my screwdriver. I'm just spreading it on the outer lip of the casing, as I did last time, but this time a little quicker. Now just basically with my little finger here, removing the excess which is on the inside of the case, then delicately fit the output gear without getting some grease on the sealing compound, otherwise it wouldn't seal as well. And here comes the fun, satisfying part, is mating the two halves of the case together. Now the trick is here not to squish it completely straight away, is to just actually pop them together like so. And while that sort of starts to set, it sets relatively quickly. While it does that, just get all the screws onto the case. Obviously they have all been cleaned before. Get all the screws in place, and then evenly in a crisscross pattern, just squeeze them finger tight against the other half in a crisscross pattern. There you go. And then, you know, squish the sealant on it and wipe the excess off actually with a rag basically, and that's all there is to it. Now I did the same with the input sprocket. Now I put so much grease on this that actually I really had to push it in with both my fingers, and it would actually squeeze out. There was so much grease in there, so I had to take it out and remove a bit of grease. Stick the screws back on, and that's it for these portal maintenance. So as I said, now they're ready for use. I'm extremely happy with the way that this turned out. It held up very nicely after a year of messing around in sand and water and God knows what else I threw at it. So it's really a great improvement to the TRX-4. It also adds weight down low where it's most definitely needed. And yeah, overall, well worth the investment, well worth the effort, and sealing them off is an excellent idea, I find, because it lets you enjoy, you know, the TRX-4 without having downtime of you know, having to take it apart and clean it every other run. So you get more time on the trails, less time on the workbench, although it is great fun to mess around with, because these are technically very well put together and it's great fun to work on. But still, this axle upgrade is a great way to improve the handling of the TRX-4, and yeah, overall, you know, this is a great improvement over the stock fitment. So rest assured that this is well worth the investment. I know it doesn't come cheap, but still, the way it handles is highly satisfying, and you'll definitely enjoy using the TRX-4 much more than maintaining it if you're not too much into that. So there you go. Thank you all so much for watching. I highly appreciate it. Thanks again for subscribing. Thank you so much for showing so much interest. And well, I'll catch you all in the next videos. Thanks so much for watching, guys.